Hey folks, here's 5 missteps that happen early in ADHD management. So the first one is trying to pin this thing down. What is this thing exactly? What is this ADHD experience? We try to pin it down, and before we can move forward, we want to identify exactly what this thing is. With ADHD, it's very difficult to do that. So hold it loosely, hold it lightly, and address it while you learn about it. Okay, number one. Number two, we often will look for validation or acceptance from others. We have a diagnosis and then we go check it out. I did that myself. What do you think? People will have different opinions, and there are very strong opinions about ADHD that you don't see with other things like anxiety or depression. So when you check in with others, they're going to give you their 2 cents. And to not wait for approval from others to proceed. Number 3 is what we call destination mindset. We get a diagnosis and it's like, okay, I'm going to take my meds, or I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get to some place of normal. I'm going to get to some place of total management. What we're learning now is that getting to this sort of place of absolute management and making the ADHD go away is maybe 5% of the population. And the majority of people have this sort of sinusoidal experience with through their lives and over longevity of they've got high functioning and high management times and low because life interrupts and you have challenges. So embracing a journey mindset with this. This is something that evolves and grows over time. Number 4 is waiting for others to complain about your symptoms. So this is discounting the impact of your ADHD. And often I'll have people come and say, what's the big deal? What's the big deal here? I think it's a superpower. I think it's awesome. It's my creativity. And part of ADHD is not being able to see the actual impact of the ADHD. That's sort of a wicked part of it, is that self-monitoring, self-management, self-awareness is really hard, especially seeing the impact on others. Often we are superstars at work, and then we come home and the impact is often in our closest relationships. So don't wait for others until it's too late to address it. And then number 5 is a misstep is not taking ownership. One of the most powerful things you could do to manage your ADHD better is to learn about it. The more you learn and educate yourself about your own ADHD experience, the more likely you're going to have different outcomes. And that in part is to take the lead on your own ADHD. Take ownership. Don't expect someone else to manage it for you. I see this in relationships where one partner is sort of letting the other kind of set them up and carrying the executive function load, carrying the emotional load, and that gets tiring on the partner. So it's a gesture of love, a gesture to the people you work with, that you are serious about managing this, is to take ownership of the management.